Well, hey there, friends. Good morning. Let's see, is the sound working fine? I think the sound is working just fine. Hey, here we are. It is Saturday morning. It is 5:42, and we're going to get started with some mobility. Thanks for dropping by. If you're on the horizontal chat, let me just make sure you can actually hear me. If you're on the horizontal chat, you can go ahead over to my channel for the live stream. That is, sorry, if you're on the vertical chat, you can go on to my channel where the live stream is horizontally with the microphone, so you actually have proper sound, or you can keep scrolling. It's up to you. If you want to follow along, I don't think you need a lot of sound. You just need the visuals to move along with. For those of you who are watching, my name is Toby. I am 41 years old and I train to live an active, self-sufficient and adventurous life. And with that come many different challenges that involve health, fitness. So I train to be capable, competent for whatever life throws at me. I do that by minding my sleep. I try to sleep 7 to 9 hours in a night. I do that by minding what I eat. I try to eat generally within my energy balance to maintain the weight that I'm at. I don't want to lose weight. I don't want to gain weight. I do want to change some of my fat tissue for muscle. So that's where the focus of my nutrition plan is. I eat a lot of greens, try to get in a lot of fibers, a lot of nutrients. And I do strength training, strength conditioning training, HIIT training, mobility training here. I usually live stream that 30 minutes on the day, and then I get on with other things, which involves recording a podcast where I talk about all kinds of health, fitness, and longevity topics. If you're interested, hit like and subscribe. Today we're going to do mobility. I'm looking forward to that. And with that mobility training, we're also going to chat about health and fitness in general, and maybe there's some new insights. If there's something you want to talk about or chat about, let me know in chat. We can always discuss any kind of topic. If you ask a question, or just say hi and let me know that you are watching. And again, if you're on the vertical chat, vertical stream, go ahead over to my channel to find the other stream, and we can continue the conversation there. But whatever you do, whether you're watching vertically or horizontally, do stick around, because I would appreciate that. We're going to do full mobility today. Yesterday I did kettlebell strength and endurance, and then in the afternoon I went out for a run even. After having seen the physiotherapist in the morning. To work on the limitations in mobility in my right shoulder. So I have a couple of new stretches that we are going to work on today. Because the only way to resolve that issue is by actually following the doctor's advice. But we're doing full body mobility because I am somewhat tired from yesterday's training and exercise. And I didn't actually go for any kind of walk or anything. But I did go for a run, and I did do what did I do? My kettlebell routine in the morning. I got a good hour and 20 minutes of movement in. But there was also at least 3 hours of sitting. So we need to just be mindful of the balance between the two, and those reasons there was less activity is because with the longer days, the kids are not sleeping as early as they're supposed to, especially the younger one. And because of that, I need to be mindful of his sleeping time. It is hard for me to continue waking up at 4:30 if I want to hit my minimum of 7 hours of sleep, right? Okay, so new stretch. Trying to activate that entire chain. And hey there, I think we have a message on the chat that looks like the vertical chat, a vertical stream. I'm going to take a look in a second. Go ahead, hop over to the horizontal one. I have a monitor set up and better sound. So you can drop by there and say hi. Poor man Jim, good morning. Mobility time indeed. Thanks for dropping by, saying hi. And anyone here on this stream, I've got a better setup with a camera and a microphone on my channel, a horizontal one. But if you want to keep watching here, so good. Damien, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing all right. I hope life is treating you well where you're at this morning. So you were working out. For anyone who's watching, check out a Poor Man's Gym channel. If you want the real workouts, not the stuff that I do here at 41 to stay fit and healthy, but that's, I think, where you'll see how a man gets strong by pushing himself and doing hard work. So, worth watching. And if you're watching, by the way, please go ahead, hit like, leave that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, it helps the channel, it helps other people find me, and it helps me stay motivated and understand the appreciation for the content and for what we're trying to accomplish together, which is to get fit and healthy for life, for living in our own way. Right? Health and fitness is very personal. See, I think we forget just how important this is, but when you look at our if you look at the way society is structured, there seem to be a lot of challenges put in our way to live healthy and active lives. We've completely moved away from doing things with our body that aren't sports in favor of sitting behind screens. And in some ways, that's good, right? Like, why would we need to toil so much? Instead of actually having machines do a lot of the work for us. I think I'm all for it, but what I'm not necessarily in favor of is actually not moving sufficiently throughout the day. And I think that there we just have some serious challenges and problems at the moment because of the way the world is structured. Because of the way we've set it up to work for us. So just be mindful of that, all right? Be mindful of that as you make your plan for your own health and fitness. you are literally working against a societal norm and marketing, cultural education that tells you to trade sleep for either partying or distraction or entertainment. You are either Punk, thanks for dropping by. Hope you're doing well. You are either eating foods that other people have told you are healthy or that are convenient, but that have been so mass-produced and robbed of their true nutritional value that maybe we shouldn't even be calling it food anymore. Right? We live in an environment that is filled with, besides pesticides, toxins, microplastics, you name it, it's all around us at the moment. And this all has an effect on our health. We live in a world where everything's made convenient, where moving is secondary to stationary, where if we move, we'd rather have a machine move us than actually doing any of the effort ourselves, right? And I think that is just something to be wary and aware of. Clause 22, thanks for dropping by. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you well, YouTube Punk. Thanks for dropping by, as always. It's good to see you. I hope the day has been good. I hope the evening will be good as well. That's nice to see all of you here on the chat, and as always, we're going to keep showing up and doing the work, because that's what we are committed to. And these are 30 minutes every day that nobody can take away from us, can they? So hey, listen, the world's set up to keep us awake, to make us eat junk, and to let us move as little as possible, which means that we are losing the things that define us as creatures with a body. People who can move, who can walk around, who can climb, who can literally, do many amazing things. Yesterday I was looking up videos about people who were in their 80s, 90s, and 100s. And there was this one lady I found, she started running at 100. There's another gentleman I found, what was he doing? He was mountaineering at 80. There's a lady who's a bodybuilder at 81, and who's fit, who can do pull-ups and looks fit and healthy, trained and toned at that age. So there are enough examples out there of people twice my age or more who are busy and who maintain a high level of health and capability. I'm not saying you should want to be mountaineering at 80, if that's your thing, all the power to you. But I'm just saying that you probably can do more than you want to give yourself credit for. And you'll probably be capable of doing more if you put in more years of practice. Which means start early and stick with it. Yeah. We're headed to a Wally world. I like that. I think you are spot on with that. Thanks. Have a great workout. Inspiration. Thank you for dropping by and for saying hi and for keeping me motivated by dropping by and saying hi. Let me know how you're doing, right? Don't be a stranger. Drop by more often. And for anyone else who's watching, so now I'm streaming my workout. I do a 30-minute workout every morning, which I live stream. So if you're interested in that, go ahead, drop by, check out my channel, subscribe, get the updates whenever you're in the mood for an easy and simple workout routine just to start your day with. You can drop by here. And I also record a podcast almost every day where I talk about different topics. I talk about sleep, talk about food, talk about nutrition, talk about training, talk about connection. Whoa. I saw my kids had to do this during one of their judo classes. And I thought, would I be able to duck walk across? And I think we just got the answer there, didn't we? That it is harder than it looks, but worth practicing. Who knows? I might get better at it over time. We're going to be moving on to the ball in a moment, and maybe we'll do a little bit of core to finish this off and wrap this up this morning before recording podcast and going out for a morning walk with 10 extra kilos strapped to my person. Isn't that going to be interesting? Okay. Knees. Now, for the amazing stuff, proving that range of motion in the shoulder. You can tell when the exercises get a bit harder because I stopped talking. And for the grand finale of the Your Friend Toby stunt show with the ball up. Whew. Let's take 30 seconds. Now we're gonna do that again. After streams going on. That is correct. I do have two streams going. So the vertical one, which is this one, is supposed to drive people over to the horizontal one. So it allows people to discover me a bit easier, and I appreciate you dropping in on both streams. We're going to do the swim, and then the reach, and then we're done for the day. Yeah, right. I have the same idea. I also think that in general, there's more to be had on horizontal than on vertical. Vertical is great for discovery. And how to get off the ball elegantly is a different challenge altogether. All right, let's do some core basics, and then we can move on with the day. All right, friends, 2 out of McGill's big 3. Onto the side plank. Now, it's always more work in your mind than it is to actually do it. Just keep that in mind with all of these things. All right. And everyone's favorite core and weighted exercise. Everyone always looks forward to doing the most. And that's it, friends. We are good. Yeah, I think getting kids into an active lifestyle early is important, because if it is a part of their routine, then it is hopefully going to be with them for life, right? So, and, given the level of activity their dad has, it's important they get inspired and they see what goes on, and then hopefully they will emulate some of that. That's all I have for you today, friends. I'm going to go over into the kitchen for a podcast recording. Is that something you're interested in? Go to my channel, check it out, subscribe. You'll get the updates. I'll be there in about 5 to 10 minutes after I clean up this, because we always finish one thing before we start the next. I think that's a good rule in life that has served me well. Remember, we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. Thanks for dropping by on the vertical stream, for saying hi. Check out my channel. Hit like, subscribe. Thanks for dropping by on the horizontal stream. YouTube Punk, Class22. YouTube Punk, always a pleasure to have you along to chat with you during the workout and after. I really appreciate that. And I hope you're going to have a good end of the day, good night's sleep, and a great start of the day tomorrow. Same for you, Poor Man's Gym, on the other stream. And remember, friends, the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work, which is why we're going to show up and do the work for the podcast. Small. Take care, friends. And remember, like and subscribe. Check out what's going on my channel. Thanks for dropping by here. I appreciate that. Remember, subscribe.